let's just say 10 centimeters, it is time to push. So one of the things that I put on my list of things to do when it's time to push is get a washcloth, get it wet, and have it somewhere close by near where you can grab it. Now, while pushing is really ramping up, it is likely that you're going to get really hot. And if you're the one pushing, you are going to be giving so much effort, right? You are bearing down. You are just like, it might not look like you're doing much, but man, it can be exhausting. And it can also be super hot and sweaty. And so here is where the relief happens, is when in between contractions. So you only push with your contractions. And when you have the downtime in between contractions, your partner says, I have a cool washcloth for your head. Now, I am making this super specific and simple, but the way that I'm saying this really makes a difference, because when you say, I have a cool washcloth for your head, you are not putting any decision on your partner in labor. She can just like hear that and just nod or say, okay, or she can say, no, I don't want you to form it in a question. I don't want you to say, would you like a washcloth for your head? No, that is not the right way to do it, because our brains, when we are laboring, we don't want to make decisions. Decisions are like the enemy of labor. To have to weigh, like, do I want the washcloth or don't? Just saying, I have a washcloth for your head, and then reach over and put it right here on her head. Now, when the contraction comes, what I suggest doing is take it off. Just remove it. Contraction, contraction, on the break, put it back on. And you will see often when you put that washcloth on their head, that it's just like, oh, thank you, right? The forehead is excellent. The other place to put a cold washcloth is, I'm actually getting cold right now. Surprise, right? I'm shocking myself. It is cold. It's very nice. When you put it on your neck, you immediately get cool. Try it and try it for yourself. It's like, that feels really good. So again, if the contraction comes, when it's down here, you don't necessarily have to move it, because it's not like falling off as she's moving in labor, but it will warm up. After a little bit of time, you want to just gently pull it out, go back to the sink. I can already feel how it's getting warm. Yeah, it gets warm fast. Go back to the sink, cool it down, or if you have a bin, get it cold or take a cold one, and you're ready to go. Now, this is so effective. I have had, where I'm working with families as a doula, and I have had dad be the one to do the washcloths, and then when they get hot, hands it to me. I put it in the bin, get it wet, wring it out, give it back to him. He puts it on, and it's like this awesome dance of support. I love it. It's really cool. So simple and easy. Now, if you were sitting there thinking that you got on the wrong video, this doula and childbirth educator is telling you super simple stuff like, okay, really, I'm sitting here watching a video about how to put a washcloth on someone's head. Hold up. Because the thing about it is, a lot of people have these ideas and strategies within them. They can easily implement them, but they don't know when, and they don't remember to do it. So that's why I'm making this super simple technique and kind of harping on it and like reinforcing it, because I know that everyone has the skills to put a washcloth on someone's head, but I just want to make sure you know when to do it during pushing and how to do it I have a cool cloth for your head and not asking the question, right? Another way to really bring relief during labor is fanning. And I have at so many births before I started keeping my own fan, a labor and delivery nurse would like pick up some paper, and hand it to me so I could fan. Definitely not as easy, right, as an actual fan. And just in between the contractions, just cooling down is just a lovely way to bring support and relief. Now, again, we're not going to say, hey, do you want to be fanned? Just get a fan, something to fan, pull it out of your bag, grab it from the counter where you've unpacked, and just fan your partner, right? Just fan. And along with the cool washcloth, right? And the fan, it is really going to help bring that relief. And the bringing relief during the middle rest periods between the contractions of pushing, man, it is great because it can help her really find some strength and be ready for that next push.